get to honor some of our teachers. And Mr. Back is our new to Butler Tech, which means someone in the first 5 years who's made a positive impact at Butler Tech on students, staff, and our whole community. So when we surprise him, we're just saying some things about what we appreciate about him. Does anybody have something that they'd like to say in an appreciation to Mr. Back? Get up there. Who are you?
My name's Robbie.
Hi, Robbie.
So before...
Talk to him. It's hard with your hood on to see where you're going.
So before this class, I never touched a welder in my life. Or anything to do with any machining. Ever. Nothing. And after this class, I got inspired. He helped me get a job in this business, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Anybody else? Any students? You got something? Come on, brother. Get in there.
Last year, I was a landscaper. I didn't think I was ever going to weld. You taught me how to weld. Now I want to weld for the rest of my life.
You're the man.
Any more students?
Don't be shy.
Oh,
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have got into this industry.
Yep.
And with your help, I feel like I could get a job and live the rest of my life doing this. And I actually like coming to school now. It's actually fun.
You're the man.
all right, last call for students before I let the administrators give a few words.
If I did it, you can do it.
Well, thank you for sharing your stories, but now let's hear a few from the adults who work with the adult stuff in Mr. Back. Yeah, we probably can get you on a nice...
I told Justin that 85% of what we do in a normal day, most people can do, and then there's the 10% that have the specialized skill. It's the 5%. The 5% that nobody else can do that is unique to the individual. And when you talk about great educators and great people and great human beings, Justin has that 5%. He's got that 5% that nobody else has, that nobody else can do the way that he does it, and you see it and hear it in the kids. So well-deserved. It's like you've been a veteran teacher for all along because that 5% just naturally came out of you. So well done, sir. Well-deserved.
I appreciate that very much.
I'll go. When you started, the district asked you to do a program that the district had never done before in a location that they had never operated secondary courses in. And not only did you do it, you did it with class at the highest level. And this year you might actually have a more difficult job because you're in both locations, carrying a class here and a class at the other space. And you're providing a ton of just high-level coaching to us on the vision for the new welding lab. And while we're building a new welding lab, there's definitely got to be somebody that runs the space that goes in it for the next 30 years, man. So
Thank you.
thankful for you.
So Justin, when we were talking about who deserves this award, you stand head and shoulders above everyone else. You have been an amazing addition to our staff. Even though you're known for being the second best welding teacher in the district, which he coined himself. His walkie actually says second best welding instructor. You have balanced so many things. We have asked so much of you, from starting a brand new program, to having you split between multiple locations, to not giving you everything you needed from the front, from the jump, and you've done it, and you've been successful. Of course, your kids just said that, and really we can't thank you enough. And now we're giving you a new challenge with teaching younger kids, and your mindset about what you can do when you have these kids longer is just phenomenal. So I just appreciate everything you've done. So thankful.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Speech.
Anybody else before we wrap? Miranda's holding herself back. You see her? I told her she's not allowed to say anything but nice. Hold back.
I get to see a different side of this experience for Justin than all of you, and just wicked proud of how much you've put in to being the best educator you can. And I see how close you hold this to your heart, and you're doing the dream. This was it. 17 years ago, we said this is where we wanted to be, and you're here, and you're doing it. And that's why you're so good at it.
Yeah.
So this morning, actually, we went on a field trip last week, and we all came back yesterday, and I had these guys reflect on our trip, you know, and we wrote it down. And but it was tough to get these guys to vocalize. It was tough to do that with them, right? They just didn't want to do it. They're the early class, right? It takes me a while to get them warm. And actually, this morning, I took Kristen's letter she had wrote about me. And one of the things that she had said about me was that I'm able to vocalize and communicate with people, and I'm not afraid to be vulnerable with you guys. And I try to mirror that for these guys all the time. So it's things like that, you know, that you guys always point out to me that I do well, that I'm able to reflect back onto my students and to help them be good at what they do. I'm never the best at anything, right? But I always give an effort, and it's a community that you all give to me. My interview, they asked me what the hardest thing of this job would be, what my biggest concern was, and I said, you know, I'm a welder, I love to do what I do, but my concern is I'm not a teacher. I'm afraid I'll drown in this, and will you guys support me? And Miss Kristen and everybody told me in that room, we'll support you, and you're all here. So I appreciate that very much. Couldn't do it without that. I couldn't do it. So I appreciate you very much. Yeah.